Hi, good morning to you all for online spoken faculty development program on Advanced Communication Laboratory. Today we'll discuss about how to use the function generator or arbitrary waveform generator. The model is 33250A, Azlan product. Now it is called in Keysight Technologies. How to use this equipment and how to use the digital storage oscilloscope of model DSO X30344A equipment. So this is a world class RF equipment. It's a 33250A arbitrary waveform generator. This is a very good signal generator to generate sinusoidal signal, all variety of signals, a square wave, ramp, pulse, noise, arbitrary signal. That is nothing but an arbitrary signal. Is we can generate a signal using a PC, and we can get inside into the system with the help of the port available at the back. Then we can get a original signal in the front as an output, and we can apply modulation, inbuilt modulation, or we can go for external modulation. We can apply the modulation techniques like amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and FSK modulation. We can apply with the help of the mod button over here, and the sweep signals we can generate with the sweep time. Burst signal we can operate and store the information in the equipment, and we can recall it anytime. It has its utility and all. Especially the help button is there. We can get the help from the equipment itself. What is its button, what is its function, and what is its graph, everything can get from the equipment itself. Today I will discuss about how to use this arbitrary waveform generator and how to measure all the signals with the help of the digital storage oscilloscope. I'll show you the front panel of the equipment. So this is the front panel. It has its graph button, and these are all the buttons available. With the help of this, the information in the below bottom, we can touch this button and we can use it. First one is a sinusoidal signal I have applied of 1 kilohertz. Its top is a frequency mentioned and bottom is the period. And the frequency is 1 kilohertz, period is 1 millisecond, the peak to peak amplitude we can set. So all the information, if we want to know the graph, we can press the graph button. The peak to peak information, what is its time, everything is mentioned here. And it's a after pressing this signal, we have to press the output button. When I press the output button, the waveform will appear in the DSO. This is a front panel of the DSO. In the DSO, there is a signal. When I off the output, it will not get in any output. Now I am output is on. It's a run stop button is there. Is a running waveform, and if I want to stop the signal, I can stop. So everything is in self-explanatory in the equipment. We can measure with the help of the measure button over here. So the cursor is mentioned. So del x, del y is mentioned. There is no need to take the x to x and y to y point. The cursor will mention all the details over here. The frequency, what is the frequency visit, and what is the milliseconds, and what is the sampling rate, the del x and also the del y, everything is mentioned here. So this is a simple sinusoidal signal. If I press a square, we are getting, I have to remove the run stop. Now I am getting the square signal. This is the ramp signal we can generate, and pulse signal we can generate, and a noise signal we can generate for mixing with the transmitted signal, and any arbitrary waveform signal we can generate. It's a simple generation of all the signals. Now we'll go for a modulation, how to apply the modulation and all. Before that, I forgot to say about this sweep signal. So if I put the sinusoidal signal and I am pressing the sweep signal, right, this is the sweep signal. It is generated. Starting and stop frequency is mentioned. Starting frequency is 150 Hz. Stop frequency is 300 kilohertz. The span of this much. Sweep time is 10 seconds. This is a sweep signal we can generate with the help of the arbitrary waveform. The sweep signal will be best used for the many applications, like for example piezoelectric cells. We will set the sweep time 7 to 9 seconds to generate a signal from the crystal. Now we will go for modulation and just removing the sweep. It's a burst signal. Burst signal, one cycle it will show sinusoidal signal burst. It is, this is the square signal burst, ramp signal burst, pulse signal burst, noise. We cannot set the noise signal for the burst. So sinusoidal signal, and just remove the burst. Now this is a simple sinusoidal signal of frequency of 1 kilohertz. Now show you the different types of modulation that we can get from the signal generator. This is a modulation I have applied. See the percentage of modulation here, the type of modulation mentioned. This is the type of modulation AM, and we can set AM, FM or FSK. There are three types of modulations. Now I will show you the AM signal, internal modulation, or we can go for the external modulation. If I set the AM of inbuilt internal modulation signal and the depth of modulation is 50% and AM frequency is set as 100 Hz. This is a AM signal type and the depth is 50%. Now just look at the waveform of AM signal. Now this is the AM signal generator. So we can educate the student about very simply that how the modulation is applied, what is its depth, how the waveform will look like for different percentage. It is a depth of modulation. This is 50% modulation, and we can show to the student as 100% modulation. And because they will learn everything theoretically, we can educate the student about the percentage of modulation, how the signal will look like. This is a 100% modulation, and if I keep it as a 20% modulation, see this is a 20% modulation, and 70% modulation. So 70% modulation, 80% modulation. With the help of the different AM depth is a percentage of modulation, we can teach a student how the waveform will look like and how to calculate the depth and what should be the AM frequency and all. You can simply educate the student and go for a different modulation as the type of modulation. Now it is, I am keeping this as an FM. See, very difficult to show the student at the FM modulation. See the wave, how the waveform is vibrating. So for the FM we cannot put the run stop to see that how the two different frequencies. Now it is very easy to show the FM modulation over here, and FSK. See, this is a FSK. There are two signals, one with one frequency, another with another frequency. FSK switching over. And the depth I will set for the AM. See, it's a AM signal, AM modulation, and FM modulation, and FSK modulation. So the different types of waveforms we can teach the student. And regarding the measurement, it has four channels are available, and the digital channel is also available, and we can go for the math operations. So if I press the math operations, I can press the operator over here. The operator, see the operator is the add is there. We can add the signal, subtract the signal. So I'll show you one by one. Add a signal, subtract, we can subtract the signal, multiply the signal, divide the signal, we can differentiate the signal, integrate the signal, This is an FFT of the signal, and this is the square root of the signal. So all the manipulation we can done with the help of the equipment itself, and we can get the signal from the device itself. It has its USB port is there. We can get the signal stored waveform we can get from the DSO machine, and it has its own cursor. All the measurements directly measure from the screen. So in the math I have shown. So for the source 1 only we have taken, the one channel we are operating. So it is the source 1. So it has the 4 channels. So this is the simple measurement that we can make with the help of the DSO. If I remove the math, it will get removed. So this is how to use the arbitrary waveform generator and DSO for simple operations. I hope you will all understood about how to use the arbitrary waveform generator for your measurement, and how to use a digital storage oscilloscope effectively with the help of a different signal generator you can operate. Thank you.